This is Popple, the next generation business card. With just a tap, your Popple instantly shares your digital business card to both iPhone and Android devices. The best part? The other person doesn't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. To pop your info, tap your Popple to the top of an iPhone, the center of an Android, or just scan your in-app QR code. And just like that, all your info is saved to their phone. More connections, more leads, more sales. That's Popple. Download our free app and get your Popple today.
And with discount code Cody E. Welch, you'll get a 20% off.
Cody. Today we have a special guest for us all today. I've got Jazmyne. Come on in, Jazmyne.
Hey!
Say hi.
Hello.
So
Hi,
yeah,
everybody.
today we have Jazmyne at Cherry Eye Smoke. You can check her out on Instagram. She's this lovely young artist that I found recently. We got together at a meeting and I found out about her on Instagram. Checked out some of her stuff, and I was really, really amazed by some of the things that she's putting out. So this is wonderful. We're glad to have you. You're our first guest here on Big Chino Growers podcast. So this is awesome.
Yay! I'm excited to be on the podcast.
Yes. Thank you so much for coming on today. So as you can see, everybody, we've got some serious glass here. Okay, we've got some of the most unique glass pieces that you're gonna see. Okay. This is amazing. We're here in Tempe, Arizona today. Beautiful weather outside, but we decided we're going to have this indoors, okay? So yeah, let's get started. I want you to tell us a little bit about yourself, okay?
Okay, so I'm from Arizona. I've always been from Arizona. I started getting into cannabis a few years ago. I got my med card, and sort of when the pandemic started happening, I had a lot of extra time. I wanted to do something that was like a craft I could do at home. And I love cannabis, and I also love crystals. So I've always wanted to incorporate crystals in like art in some way. And so I go thrifting a lot. And that's kind of how I started. I saw so many vases out there.
Okay.
And a lot of cool things that are already even shaped like bongs that
Okay.
turn into
Yeah. So yeah, that kind of leads me into where I was going with this. So you're going out, you're going through these different thrift stores, maybe some antique shops, and then stuff that kind of catches your eye. Mm-hmm. Now, and a lot of these glass, are they pretty in rough shape? Are they cleaned up? Are they, cobwebs and dirty?
Sometimes they can be. I definitely clean them up, but I'm picky with what I pick up, and if it's not redeemable, I leave it behind.
Okay. So basically you're going through stuff that's catching your eyes. These pretty different colors. I mean, every color you can imagine we've got here. So, so basically, tell us a little bit like how you got started really. Did you already have the equipment? Did you just decide, hey, I'm going to pick this up? How did this all start?
Well, I wanted to learn how to do it, and I saw that some people were able to drill glass, basically,
right.
And use a special drill bit to drill through the glass. And I found these interesting stems too that can go with the tall bottles, or bottles that are like shaped upright, basically.
So it's got this basically a 90-degree angle in here.
Yeah.
And then so these are actual pieces that you would pick up at, say, a glass supply shop. How do you come across your stems?
These ones I order, but the down stems I usually get from the local smoke shop.
Okay, great. And then all of your your grommets and rubber pieces, all of those.
Yeah, you can order those or get them at like Lowe's or Home Depot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. And is it a pretty easy fit once you get it drilled out? Is it pretty easy to get it all in there? Is it kind of tough? How does this go?
It depends on the bottle. So none of them are ever too thin, or else it just wouldn't work out. But some of them I can assemble it really pretty easily. But others take longer, kind of a lot of work, and can even take me up to a few days of working it and getting the grommet in, just because it's like a really thick glass.
Yes.
And I'm determined to make it work. Pieces like this are thicker.
Yeah, and I can see that, the pieces that you're utilizing, they definitely have like kind of a shape, something that's kind of easier to work with. So this is really cool. Why don't we just go ahead and describe, describe some of these pieces for us. Let's start with this one on the end here. This is amazing.
Thank you.
Beautiful colors.
This is a vintage Jim Beam decanter, and so I found a few different colors of these before, but this is kind of the first time I found one like this. It has this marbling on the side of the milk glass. I've seen like a little bit of blue before, but there's like a lot of deep blue, light blue, and even purple. And I paired it with a Labradorite that has kind of blue and gold.
Say Labradorite?
Yeah.
Labradorite? Okay, good. So
Yeah.
various gems.
Yes.
And so you'll go out, where do you source these gems from?
Usually local thrift shops. There's, but these gems for this collection I actually ordered because I was going for something more specific, looking for the shapes like this. And even like with this one, it has I've got a teardrop shape and an oval shape. So I was looking to elevate this line of crystals, but there are a few local shops that I also really like to go to.
Okay, cool. And I really like these toppers.
The original.
The original. Wow, those are really in it. And these are these are the original Cork Toppers. These are really cool, and this just adds to this. I mean, this is so cool. How she's taken repurposed this liquor bottle and turned it into something that we use now here every day. Okay, so this is great. This is really interesting how she's come up with these ideas, and she's picking out the most unique colors, as she was saying. This is some beautiful, beautiful glass, and I'm not sure if you can all see this. The colors in here are just amazing. And you can go find her also on her Instagram. She's got images of the different pieces that she puts together. So, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about this piece. This one's cool. I like the color. That's neat.
Yeah, it's an amber orange. I found this vase in a few different colors before as well, like blue and I think even clear. But this orange was really stunning, and I got it around Halloween time. So I'm really feeling the vibes.
Yeah, and I get this kind of antique-y thing. I almost kind of get this, what's the new gas punk, the steampunk kind of feel, like this colors, But these unique glasses that she's finding, just perfect for any kind of a bong, And as you can see, as right where she gets the stem in, it's perfectly watertight sealed. Okay. These are the same good quality glass that you would pick up in any glass shop today. So, these are unique. You're not going to see these anywhere else. You're not going to find and someone down the road with this type of bong. Okay, so let's get into this larger piece. This is an amazing looking piece. Okay, this is something that you would put on your mantle. Okay, put this on your dinner table. This is literally something that's this is elegant. Okay, this isn't what you would expect to see a normal bong. So tell us a little about this one.
Absolutely. So this is a decanter as well. I had found one about a year ago, and then I made a custom piece for a friend, and then I posted it, and a lot of people had interest, and I was like, every one is one of one. So it was really cool. I recently was able to find 4 of these so I put together the Moonstone and Labradorite collection.
Okay.
So we got a couple of Moonstone on here. Maybe I have my flashlight. I can show you.
Here. Yeah, we'll see if we can get some good imaging. And it's a beautiful color. If you like this white stone. And one thing I noticed is right around the stem here, it's white, and it really does, it just sets this piece off. It really does. So another beautiful piece.
Here, you can look with the flashlight.
Yeah, definitely. See if we can get some. Yeah, and you can just see the veins. Yeah, the stone. It's got this beautiful. How would you describe this? This stone is amazing. Once you get the light on it, it really sets this off. So this is something. Yeah, this is a one of a kind piece. This really is something that you would want to add to your collection. So this is, and again, these toppers. I like them. The fact that it's tight in there, it's not going to fall on the floor and break. Okay. These are all in very good shape. You can tell that these haven't been worn through. They're not yellowed like a lot of them you see. Once they get old, they turn yellow, start rotting because of the various, liquids that are in them. So this is really cool. This one in particular, it's got this very cool feel to it. So, if you really like that feeling,
texture is something that's so exciting for me when I find vases that have texture, because it just adds to the smoking experience.
Yeah, and everyone's putting out, the long, your typical beaker style plain glass. So this is just something that adds to it. Now the mouthpieces is something cool too. Every piece that you'll find has a unique mouthpiece, and this is something that you may want to look at when you're choosing your mouthpiece. If you like a full coverage over your mouth, you like a tight fit around your lips. Every design has something unique to offer. So this is definitely one of the wider mouths, So
that's
very cool.
True.
Very
true to point out. There's so many different things to look at with these different pieces, because they're just all different.
And one thing that we were talking about earlier is cleaning these. I personally do not like the ice dimples that everyone puts in. It makes it very difficult to clean. So these, you're simply going to remove your stem. You're going to utilize your whatever cleaning process you do. Maybe run your brush down and through these, and you're going to be able to hit these walls. All of these, you're going to be able to hit them with whatever type of a brush scrubbing, device that you're going to be using. So that's cool. Also too, we've got some little more. I would call these maybe just a more modern style. This is something that you might actually see in any liquor store today. Those of you who like your tequila would very much appreciate this one. All right, so we got your little Don Julio. Go ahead and explain this one. I like this one. This is really cool. This is interesting.
Yes, I actually had some of these Don Julio bottles donated to me from Plant Body Soul.
Okay.
So shout out to them. I made a couple of customs for them, and then I had some more left over that they donated to me. So this is one of those, and it's definitely one that always catches the eye, and, especially people who love to smoke and drink. These alcohol bongs, definitely.
And you want to talk about being the center of attention at a party, okay? You show up with this and a bottle of tequila, okay? You're going to make some friends real quick. And one thing to note, too, the glass, okay? These are all thick. This is back when glass was made to be dropped, okay? This is some thick stuff, okay? It's going to be a little tougher to break these, okay? So, but again, man, just utilizing the glass that's already out there. Can you imagine all of the glass that we have accumulating everywhere in our trashes, in our beaches, everywhere? And to simply utilize this, repurpose these, this is amazing, all right? So this is cool. So again, we got some Don Julio tequila, okay? So that's really cool. All right, so this red piece. Talk to us about this gorgeous red piece. Look at that. Look at that. You want to talk about a great gift for Valentine's Day, guys? Get your lady one of these. Bring her home a red custom glass.
Oh my gosh. Stick a rose in it. You're perfect.
Hey.
So when I found these, I thrifted these, and I found 3 of them, and one was red, one was clear, and one was green.
Okay.
So I had a couple different colors of these, and I love them because of this crazy, beautiful, intricate designs on all the sides, and that they have texture as well. And
yes.
Even up here, it's just so beautiful, and I knew that the red would look stunning in the sunlight.
And
so I had to have it.
They just don't make. They're not spending the amount of time into our glass as they used to. So this is such a great way to repurpose these bottles, right? And again, the fact that she spends the time, she gets this perfectly centered. This takes a real talent. Okay, you can break these bottles. You could. I'm sure you spent many times, cracking and shattering before you got this down, right? This wasn't just something you can just kind of pick up and start putting holes through, right?
I've actually only broken a handful. I felt a bit of a natural.
Okay, good.
And sometimes I'll have help from Riley as well. He helps me out.
Excellent.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well, with all artwork, it always, sometimes a good friend can always help you complete something. So again, these beautiful colored pieces are just amazing. If you want to pick up a piece, you really got to take your time. Go check out Cherry Eye Smoke on Instagram. I actually had her make a couple pieces, okay? This is our first glass piece that we had made. Jazmyne did a great job. So this is going to be specifically for our hash products. We want to be able to show off our hash products. And we got a nice little hash bowl. And so I found this at an estate sale. And I knew I just had to have it. I mean, this is a perfect shape. Oh, I can tell. This is going to be perfect. Perfect size, We want to be able to taste our hash. So this is great.
I'm so excited to see that in action. It was so fun to drill through that. It's such an interesting piece.
So yeah, this was it's a wine decanter, a smaller one. But as soon as I saw it, I figured, you know what? I know someone that can turn that into an awesome piece. So we're so excited about this. We might have our brand put on. So excellent. Another amazing piece of artwork.
Yes, I would love to see it with the brand up on there.
And so, yeah, let's talk about this one. This is my personal piece. Being born in the month of March, aquamarine is my birthstone. And so made it a point that I wanted to have some aquamarine put on it. So tell us a little bit about this piece. This is pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
I got water in here, okay? We got some water. So we know that these are all, they're not leakers. I don't see any water leaking, okay? These are all perfectly sealed. Same quality that you're going to find at any glass store, okay?
Absolutely. Love the shape on this one because I was able to do a downstem in there.
Yes.
I like to do a good mix with my pieces. Like, I really love those L stems, but I want to do downstems too because it's, some people want that experience, and it just gives me more range to make more bongs. But love the crystal kind of design on the sides, like sort of like that one. Very beautiful. 3 sweet pieces of aquamarine, hand-picked. I always, when I pick out my crystal, I spend a good amount of time looking through it, designing it in my head, and making sure the vision will be fleshed out. So.
Yeah, and this is, I would say, kind of like her signature design. She really likes to put some stones on there. So if you have your own personal stone that you like, birthstones, You may have one in your collection. Hey, hit her up. She's gonna work with you, okay? She did an amazing job on this. This is just the centerpiece right here. We could talk about this and smoke. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna try it out right now. So we got a brand new bowl in here. We got a brand new screen that I happen to draw. We got it in there.
They're so small.
They're very tiny. They're very tiny. But I tell you what, they're very good. They do cut down on having to clean. So once you get them in there and situated, they do great. They're a great job. So.
All right, let me try and do it the way that I put it in there.
And so again, she's taken these vases, bottles, alcohol, you name it, anything that's glass. She's repurposing these and turning these into some of the most amazing glass bongs that you've ever seen. So we're gonna go ahead and load this one up. We're gonna christen this one. And today we've got some of our very own Big Chino Growers Green Crack. This was harvested this 2021 season. And this is one of our favorite strains. We're going to go ahead and keep this one around. You want to talk about some energy, very aromatic, great strain. So I'm going to go ahead and take the privilege and christen this one. So thank you very much.
I hope you enjoy.
Cheers.
So happy.
Cheers. I'm a lefty, so we're going to go ahead and turn this to the left.
That was a big hit.
And so she'll pair you up with the perfect bowl. She has different styles that you can choose from. The stems as well. She'll pair it up with the different glass pieces. This hits perfect. Perfect, okay. I'll get used to holding it. Alright. I don't want to get too stony. Do you want to try?
Yeah, I'll try.
Very good.
Me up there.
And this is the fun part about it. Get to break it in with friends.
I love the times that I get to try out bongs that I've made. It was so crazy at first every time. I was like, wow, it works. It's really a bong.
Hey, it's a hitter. I can't wait to try the new one with our hash. And I can tell, perfectly sealed, there's no leakage going on. One thing I do like about the shape and the size, you know, you got to think about your lung capacity. I know we just smoked, what is that, a 2-footer over there? I mean, it's not quite that big. It's quite a big, you know. So those of us with not quite so young lungs, you know, it's a little harder for us to clear that whole thing. But for me, this is the perfect size and gorgeous, gorgeous. And prices, very, very good prices. She'll work with your price point. And, you know, like we said, she really has a passion for this. You know, she's really making great strides in her art. And so that leads me into, you know, what do you want to see, you know, happen with this? Is this something that you want to grow into a business? How do you see this going?
Well, I would love to get as many people their own personal, unique bong as possible. And I'm already loving to see and hear that people have, you know, tried my bong at, like, you know, from a friend or, like, you know, seen it out in the world and been like, oh yeah, I've smoked out of one of your bongs. I was even working at a dispensary recently and talking to the bud tenders about it. And he was like, oh my gosh, my girlfriend actually bought a bong from you for me as a gift. I smoke out of it every day.
That's so
and
cool.
I was like so mind blown.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yeah, and the first time I actually found her, I came across her on Instagram through her, images of her bongs that she was putting out, and it just happened that we ran across each other at a local meeting here, which we'll be going to later this evening. But we ran into each other. I recognized her, and I was like, "Hey, I got to meet you. I got to talk to you because, we're both artists, and this is definitely your art. Okay, you've found this niche. You've created something out of, these bottles that probably would have just sat there for who knows how long, and no one ever really would have really realized, hey, that these could be reused. These are just more than just something that's going to sit on a shelf and collect dust. Okay, now we got a tool here. Okay, we can actually smoke our cannabis and have some fun. We have some fun times with our parties now. Break these out, all right? So yeah, I mean, this is obviously a good time to get into this. As you all know, the industry is taking off here in Arizona. We've been, legalized in Arizona here for a year. Recreational and medical both has taken off. Folks are out there looking for ways to consume their cannabis, and everyone likes a good glass bong. So this is amazing. This is great. And I hope it works out for you. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years or so? Do you want to continue doing this? Where do you think this is going to go? Huh?
It's hard to say, but I do like doing it, but I feel like I kind of just want to expand in different ways, and I can use sort of this brand to lift me into other areas that I want to be doing things, like maybe even events. I've been, just thinking a little bit about that. And who knows, maybe fashion or something, just different avenues that I've always wanted to go down. This is a good experience for everything.
Exactly. And as some of you know, she is our very first model, okay? So, attractive young lady. She's out there in the cannabis world. Those of you who are out there looking for some cannabis models, hey, look her up. Cherry Eyes Smoke on Instagram. How else can we find you? Is there, you have an online store, or how does it?
Yeah, my online store is linked in my Instagram.
Okay.
It's through the Artsy Leaf.
Okay, so Artsy Leaf, okay.
But yeah, and that's mostly if you are looking into maybe getting shipping or something, because if you're local, you can just message me and we can always talk about anything.
Okay, so DM her, Instagram, get in touch with her. She'll ship it to you if you're locally here in Arizona. Meet up at one of the meetings that we go to. She's great to work with. She'll go out of her way. Okay, she wants to get this up and off and running. This is one of the reasons that we have this platform. We want to see young folks, young entrepreneurs, getting into this. We know that this is going to take off for you, and I hope that you'll get more business. I hope more and more folks realize that having a cool custom-made bong is really actually special, okay? No one else is going to have these. Hey, you may find someone that's got some old crate, ugly thing that they put together with some plastic pieces, but you're not going to find something that's good quality. I mean, these stems, all of the rubber grommets and pieces, you're going to get a good quality bowl. She does have 3 or 4 hole bowl. And these are great for any kind of flour concentrate that you might be putting in it, really. So, but yeah, this is so cool. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jazmyne. This is cool. Not only were you our first guest, but this was also the opportunity to start expanding our podcast here, okay? We really want to grow into this, and we hope that you all enjoyed what you heard and saw today. I hope you continue to, tune in. You can find us. I mean, we're out there everywhere now. Spreaker, Anchor, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram. We're really trying to expand out. We're really exploring social media and trying to get out there more and more. So anything else you want to just kind of close off with?
Well, thank you so much for having me on the podcast. I'm so excited to listen to it, and I'm excited to be the first one. And for working with by the way, I've been really enjoying the twist glass blunt.
That's right. We can't forget that she was the very first model, and she did get to try out our new glass blunt. So if you're interested, we do have the smoking deal right now, $25. You can't beat that. It's got our brand etch on it. So if you want to get yourself one, get in touch with us, DM us, and we'll get back to you. So again, thank you so much. Thank you. This is great. This is podcast number 5 for us. So we look forward to continuing these. We're going to have more. We will be at Earl Cup 2022 this year. So stay tuned for that. And thank you again. And we'll check back with you next time. Thank you, followers.
Thank you.